why do something like this when it's so much easier to build a bland project and sell it and be in and out? And you've got a lot of creativity, a lot of flair, a lot of innovation.
Well, I am trained as an architect, so I think architects should use their own skill for the betterment of the city and the housing in the city. So it would be way too mundane to just copy what everybody else is doing, especially when general people are complaining about new construction. So I would not be interested in doing that. Probably I could find a better lucrative place to make money than just repeating. So if I do something, I do something that's constructive for the end users as well as for the city.
Are you pleased with the way this has turned out?
Generally, yes. Obviously, there are always, I would love to correct, make certain things better, but I guess that proposes the challenge for the next project.
What work have you seen recently in Chicago that you've admired from an architectural standpoint?
I don't know the city that well. The new construction, I don't know that well.
Is there a project that you said, I wish I'd done that, or?
Some of the old buildings, yes.
Some of the older buildings?
Yes.
But this isn't an older building. It doesn't have the feel of an older building.
Well, it's a different age, different needs, but different construction technology, different craftspeople. I mean, it's even difficult to find decent craftsmen. So these buildings, unfortunately, being put together with relatively untrained labor. So perhaps that's why it makes it affordable. I don't know, but I have to go through struggle. I mean, I have to struggle through constructions to make it somewhat close to what my ideal is.
How is the city of Chicago to work with these days from a permit standpoint, from a development standpoint? Are there challenges in doing a development like this?
There are challenges, but at the same time there is understanding also. And if they know what you want to do, by and large they are open to sensible ideas. It's a little bit difficult to get to the point where they would get you no. But after they see what you want to do, then it's easier.
What's your favorite part of the space in here?
It's difficult to say what's fair. I mean, the public realm or the semi-public realm is very important for me. And I guess as a result of that, the courtyard and the connection to the street is very important for me. I believe in buildings belonging to the rest of the city. And the street, the sidewalk is the link.
So I take it you see projects that you feel don't relate well to the street, that don't add to the streetscape?
Yes, I mean, especially with the new buildings, it's very rarely. Either they don't have the sensitivity, or some of the people are just way too greedy, and they go all the way up to the sidewalk. They don't give anything back to the city. Here I believe that I have to give back. I mean, in order to create some kind of dialogue between the public and the private, I have to give something back. So that's why I'm creating the arcade on the first floor.
Where did that sense of obligation come from? Did it come from your training? Did it come from education, from background?
All of those. But I have to mention that in school I was schooled in the mid-70s, late 70s in Chicago, and that was an obvious thing, that you have to respect those. You have to be aware of that.
You were trained at UIC here?
Yes.
College of Architecture?
Yes.
With the wonderful Stanley Tigerman and...
No, he wasn't there. It was before Stanley.
it was before Stanley?
Yeah, we had quite a few teachers who didn't have big names, but they had the sensitivity to architecture and to teaching, also to students, knew how to deal with us. And most importantly, I think they had a great deal of experience. Almost all of my teachers had their own practice, either currently or previously, and they were in retirement, and they could dedicate more time for teaching.
Who are some of the architects who have influenced you, whose work you've admired in the past?
In school, I definitely was influenced by John McSay, Ezra Gordon, Skip Genter. They taught what an architect should know, and then just let us alone to do something with it. And I believe in that kind of teaching.
So these were really personal influences then, rather than abstract kind of architectural influences?
I never believed in styles. I believed in approach for the location, for the time, with the availabilities. So I could never say that I believed in Corbu or Mies or Alto or whatever stylistically. I was never interested in that aspect of architecture, and still not.
Thank you.
Thank you.